Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Basa, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Joao Cancelo, as a new report have come out claiming that Barca and Manchester City are currently ironing out final details of the Joao Cancelo deal. This is according to Transfer Guru Fabrizio Romano. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Giovani Lo Celso of Tottenham, as Barcelona are almost giving up on the player as he's closing in on a move to Spanish side Real Betis. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. If you're just coming across the channel for the very first time, you are very much welcomed. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona's pursuit of Joao Cancelo has been one of the major talking points in the transfer market this summer, with the club desperately looking to sign a new right back. As things stand, Barca are locked in negotiations with Manchester City over a loan deal for Cancelo, with an option to buy the player at the end of the season. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has offered an update on Barcelona's pursuit of Cancelo, suggesting that the club are in the final stages of negotiations with Man City. The two clubs are discussing the final details of Cancelo's loan move to Catalonia. The agreement is not sealed yet, but the negotiations are in the last phase. There were whispers of the two parties reaching an agreement in principle a couple of days ago, but it appears there are still final few details that need to be addressed. The overall loan fee, along with the value of the purchase option, could be potential sticking points in the deal, though the agreement is just around the corner. So, Barca are expecting to complete the deal this week. After weeks of speculation and negotiations, Barca are expecting to complete that loan deal for the right back by the end of this week, according to Fabrizio Romano. Cancelo, for his part, is patiently waiting for the deal to be finalized. The player had already agreed personal terms with Barca several weeks ago. It appears the Portuguese international is desperate to make the move to Barcelona as he looks to start a new chapter in his career. Cancelo, after all, has endured a rough time recently at Manchester City following a fallout with Pep Guardiola. A move to Barca to that end could give the right back the opportunity to once again establish himself as one of the best in Europe. Of course, Cancelo, as we all know, is one of the best right backs out there, and having him playing for our team, I think, will be a huge, huge transfer for us. And going by the look of things, the move will go through. As Fabrizio Romano have been given the green light for, I think, for more than 1 week now, saying that things are going on smoothly. But even though there are still some sticking points to negotiations as to regards the loan fee and the purchase option, but that won't be enough to stop the deal from going through, according to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. So Joao Cancelo now is in a state where he is patiently waiting for Barca to round up the deal with City so that he can be moving to Barcelona, because the season has already started. And it is not surprising that Cancelo himself will be eagerly waiting to play for Barca. As the season has already started, he is not even part of Pep Guardiola's squad in the Premier League matches that they have played so far. And of course, he really wants to start playing the game. And of course, if Barca can wrap up the deal, as they are saying that they are hoping that by the end of this week, the deal must have been done. That is the plan, as Fabrizio Romano have reported. I think that will be good. So Barca now need to wrap up the deal as soon as they can. And of course, I think bringing him in will be a great addition, as I think the right back position that has been a huge problem for a long time now, Barcelona can confidently say we have addressed that position, because we know heading into this summer, the right back position was one of those positions that we were looking to strengthen. And despite links to several right backs out there, Joao Cancelo was still the one who stood out. Like, he was the best option, right? Talking about the quality of the right backs, Joao Cancelo was the most qualitative option. And many people were not even believing that Barca could approach a player like Joao Cancelo's quality, given our finances and as we know that even to sign the top stars in the past couple of years for Barca have never been possible. But I think Barca have really made a huge sacrifice in order to ensure that Joao Cancelo should make it to play for Barcelona. Despite being the age of 29, almost 30, Javi don't care. He sees Joao Cancelo as a player who can play for a very long time. He still has a lot on his boots to play. When new sporting director Deco was pushing for, Ivan Fresneda signing because of his age and his potential, Javi didn't still go for that idea. That is why there was no compromise. None of them came to an agreement that, look, okay, let's go for a young player. Fresneda has been the choice of Deco, but Xavi has never been in agreement with that. That is why Xavi's option, which has been Joao Cancelo, is now looking as though Xavi is winning that race. As Cancelo's deal looks like it's going through, while Fresneda is, in fact, I think it's almost ruled out now. Then on to the next story of discussion. As the speculative days of the transfer window draws to a close, Barcelona remain interested in a number of players on the market. One of the players that was said to be on the Catalans' radar was Tottenham Hotspur star Giovani Lo Celso, who was sought after on a loan deal. Owing to his creativity in the middle of the park and his ability to thread immaculate final balls, the playmaker had emerged as an option for Xavi as an alternative for Bernardo Silva. Now, it has been reported by FeatureJets that Real Betis have taken the lead in Lo Celso's signing. As per that report, Lo Celso, whose market value is 14 million, is adamant about his desire to rejoin the ranks of Betis, the team where he made his name. Reports state that Tottenham and Betis are looking into possibilities of a deal that may result in a loan or perhaps a permanent move, ruling out any idea of moving to Barca, who also showcased a great interest in the Argentine star. After Bernardo Silva's operation collapsed, consensus regarding Lo Celso's potential signing began to grow, with the player deemed capable of adding a different dimension into the midfield of Barca. However, everything points to him being playing under Manuel Pellegrini's team in the new season. One of the driving factors behind the possible deal is Lo Celso's desire to don the Betis shirt once more, having enjoyed fond memories with the Spanish side previously. Real Betis are actively working to persuade the player and Tottenham that this is the best option for all parties involved. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.